Hello dreamers, and welcome back to another episode of our Diamond Painting 101 tutorial series. In today's episode, Nataliya goes over some top tips when it comes to intermediate level diamond painting. If you'd like to take your diamond painting to the next level, continue watching. But before you do, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Let's go ahead and jump right in.
Hello dreamers, welcome back to Nataliya's tutorials. I think by now you should have good experience to grow as a beginner diamond painter to middle level as an intermediate or even expert. And if you watch all my video, you should be already more than just a beginner. And if you just happen to be stopped by on this channel, please watch my videos from beginning, because it lots of tips up there for you if you just start in diamond painting. So if you follow me all my videos all this time, you should have more than enough to grow yourself from partials diamond paint and this kind of size, or maybe from size like I have this one, little tiny one, to something bigger like behind me, which is 40 by 50. And I used to always recommend go nothing less than 30 centimeters, which the more perfect would be 40. And I think the Dreamer design has the perfect size 40 by 50 to start, that you will have more than enough of the details. And if you want to have a bigger size, go for it, because you are the boss for yourself, okay? You are the rule for yourself. Depends, of course, on your spending money, so you don't overhurt yourself or your family. But just make a plan when you want to order and which size you want to order, and go ahead. And guys, as you can see, I have in here behind me, I just framed this one for my family member. Here is the size of the frame, this black one, that is $4 from a dollar store. And this beautiful gorgeous frame just for $10. And talking about frames, today I went on the hunt and I found one more beautiful frame which has a gorgeous picture already. You see that? And this one is $15. But I didn't buy this frame for the picture, because this is the perfect size. If I take from frame without white borders, from frame to frame, it will fit perfect one of my Dreamer design canvases. So this is gonna be my project and future to put in frame one more diamond painting and enjoy together with this one. Now guys, if you are the lover of Dreamer designs diamond painting and you have lots of them, you might as well have these rollers, okay? Don't throw them away, because I have so many great ideas. I just need the time to record. So please save those foam rollers, our Dreamer design canvases for up on it, because you will be amused what you can do with them. So I hope you didn't throw them away. Also, you're receiving them sometimes from AliExpress or other company, so please save this. So now, as you know, I think like I already teach you everything that I know, but I always on a hunt to see something different, something to experiment and see what's worked for me the best, so I can create video for you. So I have few more tips for you, and I will say this is more not like beginner level, it's a little bit higher step, intermediate. So let's go to the table and I will show you a few more tips what you can do. But also guys, do not forget to check videos created by our brand ambassador Anna, who create different kind of frames, fun frames, and she posted every Saturday her videos. So check this out, because this is also the most common question for the beginners, how to frame and what to do after that. So please check it out. There's lots of good videos on this channel, so plus don't forget to subscribe and maybe click that button notification bell, because we have lots of creative videos together with Kaylin and Anna, myself. So let's go now to the table, and I will show you a few more tips that I save for you as an intermediate, and maybe we will do some next video something that is a little bit more harder than, you know, for beginners. Will be a little bit step up level and do some other tutorial. So let's go start it. Okay, so if you're already good enough to work with one placer, you can go ahead and start to work with three placer, which is already a little bit like intermediate difficulty. But I know many of you will work with this placer, and we are going to kind of a little bit get better, I would say. As much as I always say that the best results you will have with one placer, we will try to work, and I have here beautiful yellow color. And for this example, from multi-placer, I have a good strip in here of same color, which is number 2. And we have in here, let's count together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beads. And we will see how we can place them nicely, the most perfect as possible we can. So here is what I will suggest you to do. If you have lots of the same background color, place your bead. I go from right to left, depends how, I don't know how camera will show it to you, but I will find my first bead, and we will start from this corner. I will place my corner first bead, and then I will walk in motion, do my beads. And right now I can see that this bead came out a little bit, but I can always kind of push them a little bit to make sure they are straight and they place. So let's do a couple more together, and I will show you where is the secret to place those beads good. So now I'm not gonna place bead right next to it. I will miss one bead or one drill, and then I'm gonna place like this, because I know many of you still continue to use multi-placer, so might as well we're gonna take this class and place them as much as possible in a good direction of not to have too many gaps. So what I will do now, for example, if I have to do a second line, I will not place in here. I will a little bit like I would say 2 drills go down. I missed a little bit, but that's what's good about this canvas. You can move your drills. This is a very easy canvas to work with. So I will place like this, so they're not stuck on the top of each other straight line, like 7 7 7, and then when you go next 7 7, you will see those lines go, and we don't want to create that. We want to create as smooth canvas as possible. So let me get another set, and now I will kind of overlap this gap in here. I can do by 1, but I will do in here by 2. So I'm gonna place my bead and walk with it like this. So we create little gaps in here, and I will tell you in a minute why we do that. So let me go a few more times. I'm gonna pick my beads, and then I will start even right in here, so I kind of push it. Okay, one bead stuck. Okay, and I will place one more line in here. Here I will do by 1. Okay, so let me just fix it. That's the thing about multi-placer. You just have to fix all the time, but it is easy to fix it because you can move a whole row. As you can see, these beads are movable very easy, and that's what I love about these canvases. So now guys, I'm gonna go to my one placer, and I will try to make as much as possible this bead in the middle between this strip of 7 and this, to kind of smooth it out those dead stop edges, to make sure we don't have kind of visibility of those 7 places. And I place in here, continue, and when I place one, when I see it's a little bit off the line, I just kind of go and fix it. So as you can see, it's not bad right now, right? It looks like a kind of smooth connection as much as possible we can do. So if you are already good enough to work your one placer, this is the way that I will suggest you to use your 7 placer if you have humongous area of the same color. But as always, I will say this over and over, the best result you will receive when you place one bead by one. And now there is another trick how you can place to make your canvas even more better with one placer, and I will demonstrate for you right now guys, because this is something that I work right now on my canvas that is not Dreamer design canvas, and glue up there is really grabbing a bead that I cannot move my beads like I would do in here. So I do humongous canvas by one placer only, and this is my way how I do it. And this is kind of like the best, I would say. When you grab one bead, you go, okay, here's our squares, right? So we're gonna place bead right on this corner. We're not gonna place our bead inside of the square. We will go for the corner of this little square. So the next bead you go, you're not trying to find a space around, you go to the corner exact of the other line. And when you place your bead all the time into the corner, and then you go your bottom line, whatever you have, again straight to the corner. Even if I have a little bit gap around the like the other side of the bead, I don't worry about that. All I'm looking at on this particular square that I have to place my bead and not to worry what's going on around. And look how perfect they are lining up. So this trick, if you will remember, your canvas probably gonna look very pretty, because before I work by placing same as you, like right just in the middle of the square, trying to aim for the center, right? But I find that when you go after the corner, it looks much better, because that way it's more precise. And by placing the next bead to the first one, it always will give you same distance, especially when your beads like this beautiful that have same exact size, you will have beautiful square with no gaps. And that's kind of I would say from beginner to this 2 tips, try and see if you like this way better, guys. But this is how you work with the multi-placer. But as always, my recommendation, go after one placer. So now let's do another kind of intermediate tricks by placing our diamonds by creating a checkerboard. So before we create checkerboard with you, and I'm just gonna do a little bit example on this side. As we did before, we place, and now I'm gonna place my beads into the corners like I just teach you. So we will create a little checkerboard in here for a little bit of the example what we learned with you on my previous videos. And guys, please check it out. If you are new on this channel, go all the way back to my first videos, and you will be in a good level by now if you watch all my videos, tips and tricks, because they are loaded with the tricks, and good tips have to become a good diamond painter. So we did this before, and looks wonderful. And now we just place and fill in the spaces, and that's just like a simple checkerboard one by one. And I love to do this, especially when I have lots of the same boring color, I would say. Okay, but there's a more intermediate we can have to create checkerboard a little bit differently, and we will create checkerboard with the trip placer right now. So when first of all, to create my straight lines on the wax, okay, I will put my, okay, we are in the video, okay, I will put my drill on the top, and then I kind of move my pen this way. I place straight, and then I move towards these lines. That way, if I don't have my beads placed straight, they will straighten up this way. Okay, so let me open canvas in here, and I just will place on the first, doesn't matter where, first line maker. Okay, now I'm gonna pick more, and we will create checkerboard by placing a, let's say we're gonna leave one and place another 3. We're gonna miss one. I need to fix my wax because it's catching up 4th bead like this. Now I'm not gonna go down by missing one, but I will miss one from the beginning to create this way. So that way it's gonna be like okay, I did not do right. I'm just gonna move right now. Hold on, guys. I thought I did right. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so this way I'm gonna create checkerboard by leaving a 1 bead between them, and this is kind of the other way that you can place later those missing of your in the middle to even up the gaps and spaces between those 3. You can easily move them by a whole row, which is really easy and convenient if you didn't place them straight, and then you just go to one placer and refill them right into the, like this, between them to create. Now I would say this tool, okay, is for beginners kinda. Well, I would say for beginners always start with 1 placer and go gradually to 3 placer and 7 placer. But how about to learn a little bit how to place your beads with a tweezers? So let me grab my tool and I will be right back. Our next step, we will use this wonderful tool that Dreamer Design provides for you with our Dreamer Design kits of diamond painting. And this is so far the best tool on the market, guys. It's wonderful to multitask, not just for diamond painting, but also I'm using for my other stuff, which maybe we can talk about in some other video. But when you already know how to drill, and let me remind you that this is for beginners video, guys. If you're already advanced, please be patient with me, because I'm trying to teach people who are just begin, and we have lots of new people who just started diamond painting for the first time. So if you're already good on a beginner level, we will try to learn how to use our tweezers, and this is intermediate. Even, you know, you can use this as advanced already, I would say, diamond painting. But start from 2. You don't have to do 2 drills at a time, which we can see we can grab a lot because these tweezers open up really nicely. But start your learning curve from 2. Pick it up, put back, pick it up, put back, pick it up, put back, just so you can feel how much you need to squeeze your diamonds, not to let them fly around. And to be honest, it depends on which canvas I work. They do fly when you squeeze a little bit harder, or the other company beads not as perfectly same size, and that way is really hard to work with tweezers. But if you want to learn and to be, you know, to get to perfection, it's okay and fun actually to do. So after you learn how to pick up 2 and you're already kind of steady with it, try go after 3 beads, okay? Just, you know, go around a little bit to see if they fall out of your tweezers. It means you did not squish them hard enough. Sometimes they just can't pick it up. Okay, so that way maybe you need to kind of straighten them up again. Tap a little bit on the top in here to make sure they line up in here. Now, I do not do from the top like this. From the top, it could be a little bit harder, and it's not, see, and it's kind of not easy to control. They will fall from your tweezers, and maybe that's where you try and you couldn't do it. What I do, I use my tweezers, I would say 45 angle, and that way it's easy to pick it up 3, or let's try pick it up, we have 4 in here. Let's see if we can do more as open tweezers as could be. This one would be a little tricky to pick up 5. Even 4, I barely, sometimes I use 4, but as again, it's not always easy, depends on the beads, but this beads is big quality, so I would say 2 and 3 is the most comfortable that I usually working with. I very little go after 4, because usually they would fly away if you squeeze a little bit harder. So it's not easy way to do by 4, but just keep going by 2 and 3. So let me open canvas and we're gonna try to place a little bit together. And this is definitely not beginner level, but you can try. And if you already doing this, great for you. So we're gonna try to pick up, okay, I just want you to see as well in the tray, and we will place, I'm still gonna go into the corner. I will try to place as much as possible into the corner my first bead, so they would line up, and they kind of press them to the top a little bit to make sure they stick. Or you can do later by covering clear sheet. And let's try again. There. I just have here like perfect line of the same color, so it's actually easy to do. And I just dropped it. See what I mean? I were talking, and I did not squeeze my tweezers hard enough to keep them in place. So you just have to kind of be a steady hand and make sure you squeeze them just hard enough to hold together, but not too hard to make them fly. And as you can see, this way you can place them much faster because you work at the 3 which stylus tool, pick 3, would work as well, but this is kind of like a extra fun, I would say. The other thing I would say, keep your tweezers maybe close to the closure, not like all the way in here, because this way it's harder to squish, and if you have arthritis in your hands, you might find that it's a little bit harder and it starts to hurt your wrist. So to go close to the pointy where they open more further away from each other, it's lighter and kind of easier to squeeze your tweezers. So let's do here, let me move a little bit for this one side. We have a more of the same symbols in here, and let's try to place by 2. And the fun part to create by 2, you can also create this way checkerboard, and you know, just go up and down like this, or horizontal, depends how comfortable you are. And sometimes be just not listening and just slipping away. So this is definitely intermediate up to advanced level if you work with your tweezers and you're trying to pick up 2, 3, or even 4. 4 is the hardest one, and you can still place one in here with your tweezers, or you can go back and place on this canvas with the one pick tool and just fill in here between them with the pen, so it's kind of like faster. Okay, so when you create your diamond painting, when you maybe started from AliExpress diamond painting that are very tiny and maybe partial, it's good to start on something that is a bigger size if you already decided that this craft really likable for you, that you like it, you love to drill, and you think it's very interesting. Move on to a bigger size of the canvas, and don't worry about how fast you can finish. And guys, this is caramel tide pool, if I didn't mention before. Beautiful, beautiful scene of the ocean and kind of like a sunset. So right now it's hard to see what is going on in here, but when it's finished, it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful canvas, this gorgeous red orange sunset that I love to photograph in the summer. Okay, so let me clean up in here, and I'm gonna show you a few more things what you can do if you are already past beginner level and maybe you want a little bit level up. Alright, my lovely dreamers, congratulations, you are not beginner anymore. As you can see, the more you do your diamond painting, the more you learn, the more steady your hand gets to place those drills nice and in straight lines, nice together without any gaps and crooked lines. Just take your time, be patient, and if you think you are ready now to move on from the beginner level up, please order bigger size canvas, because that's where you're not going to get disappointment, and you will have good detailed canvas with the nice details on it without pixelation. Now, if you think you can be more creative, you also can add your own colors or different types of drills to your canvas. For example, if you have a canvas with square drills, as we have with Dreamer Designs, you can add sometimes or different colors into the picture. Maybe you think particular colors will look better. You can also experiment and add some even round drills to the canvas. Maybe in some points you want to add a little bit more sparks, and you can put some gems, those glass special shaped diamonds, on a regular canvas. So the more you learn, the more you get creative, and that will show your level in diamond painting. And also I want to tell you that somebody just mentioned that they throw away all the leftovers diamonds after they finish particular diamond painting, so they don't mix up diamonds with new diamond painting canvas after they open. Please save them. And why and how can you store them? I have a big video up there where I show you all the storage, what to do with leftover beads, because in some point you can be short on diamonds if you order from different companies and you don't have access to contact the seller and ask for extra drills. That way you can use your leftover drills or even similar colors to it. Also, you can create so many DIY projects with your leftover drills. You even let play kids and create little greeting cards for your family and friends. So the possibility is endless. So what I want to say, stay creative, be happy, and create those sparkles diamond canvases that will make happy everyone.
Multi-placers can be so hard to perfect. It takes a lot of practice to get all of those drills lined up perfectly. If you have any more tips that you'd like to add to Nataliya's list, comment them in the comment section below. We'd love to learn more from you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and we hope to see you in the next one. For now, paint with passion. Goodbye!